all my life, I call him. All my life, before I met you, like if I ever need anything, I just don't think to call you because I know where I can always get a couple $100.
If you always got to ask for a couple $100, maybe I shouldn't be dating you because you always need something, right? Because you ain't financially stable. That's why you always need a couple of $100. If you had your money right, you wouldn't have to keep calling him for a couple $100.
I'm gonna ask all.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna ask all the people out there in 400 land: are you comfortable with your dating partner? Because I can't say spouse. Because people say if you're with somebody you're dating, somebody man, are you comfortable with them having a sugar daddy, sugar mama, or a spouse? And the second question is: are you comfortable in the club with your person that you're with in the club receiving a drink from someone else?
Heatmakers, crack music.
Y'all now rockin' with 4 for 100. Let's go. To keep it real, it's not a chore for beloved. When they say it's up, put it on the floor, they gon' love it. I popped up in all them 4 doors that they covet. All in 2-seaters, cause a few fevers. Got all the ops hot, they wonder why I'm not shot. The way we used to step on them squares like hopscotch. I'm one of them ones that God got, he stops plots. Until the clock stops, we gon' turn it up a notch. They watching the stop clock while we burning up the block. I'm still learning a lot, I son them, let them talk. I'm still letting it slide like I got my son at the park. Cause I know that we could be gunning, running from knocks, but we stop for the lesson. It's positive progression, to kick it with the like-minded. Can't spend your life blinded, rewind it, arsonist behind it.
Welcome back, everybody.
This is the first time we shooting of the new year.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's not the first one that came out. We put out other episodes, but people don't know it's the first time we back here. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We out here, son.
Low key, I feel like we're getting closer still. I wasn't supposed to be this close to you.
Oh.
Man, listen. Let's get to the show. I already see where this is going to go.
No, I'm just saying.
I see
you guys
where
are crazy.
it's going to go.
You guys are crazy.
You know what I mean?
My mic is not where I want it to be.
You still in the new year. You still didn't figure out how to fix your mic, huh?
We ain't been here so long.
Oh.
Now you want to make excuses.
That's
I miss you.
You see how quick he was with it, right?
I love you.
Yeah, that is tucked.
I miss you.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Now we got garbage all on the tables. Like, y'all bugging.
Yeah. Like that.
Listen.
You and your cookies.
Yeah, got
Car keys. You don't even know what to do with your phone. What phone is that?
Oh. Mr. Cameraman.
See, we all jacked up.
Uh-huh.
That's sometimes you gotta shoot like that. Sometimes it gotta be like that.
Clown, you gotta edit that?
Sometimes you gotta.
Nah, you don't gotta edit. You gotta let it be. You gotta let it be.
Like
We human. We human. We not always professional.
Oh shoot, we should be.
It happens.
Yeah. All right.
What about the curse words you said before we came in?
I ain't say no curse words. Stop lying on me, brother. Stop lying on me.
All right. First of all, I'm gonna start out today. What was you listening to on the way over here?
The Weeknd, his new album.
Okay, the new album. You got a new album?
Yeah, it's dope. You know, it's The Weeknd. You know.
Okay, you stole one of my answers.
All right, cool. Don't be mad.
What you was listening to, Big?
I was still playing Doechii, but I said that already, so I was thinking about something else I was listening to. But I don't want to talk about that right now. So Doechii, I still was listening to Doechii.
Okay.
He just happy he got that. He got the red case, the red phone, the master red suit. Ooh,
come on,
with the
man.
King Streets on.
Y'all here looking like
with
Christmas
the
though, with the
King
green
Streets
shoes on with the red on.
Why you had to bring it up?
Yeah,
Nobody saw that.
I saw it.
Come on. That's what he doing. You know he got.
What were you listening to?
He's spilling water on himself.
Yeah, he just throwing water and stuff. Yeah.
Now my phone broke.
Now he mad water mouth.
Now my phone broke. Your weak tail.
Well, actually, your phone will be working very well because Apple products,
waterproof.
They are actually waterproof.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I
shout out to
actually,
Apple. We need a sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got iPhones up here.
Word.
Hook us up. You know what I'm saying?
I bought the new one too, even though it did
I
the
got
same.
the 16 Pro Max.
It do the same thing the other one does.
Same
14,
exact.
14, 15, and 16.
I'm telling you the same thing every time.
You got triplets?
No.
Identical triplets. I was listening to 38 Special.
Mm-hmm.
And that was inspired by when Graf was up here. And he brought his name up a few times, and I've heard him a few times, but he got that clever. Yeah, he got that clever, that clever slick talk. I like 38 Special a lot. So shout out to 38 Special. I like.
Yeah.
He got a song with Graf too. Let him
him
speak
to
to you. Hold on, I want to get it right. Rock paper scissors.
Rock paper scissors.
Yeah. go to hand like rock, paper, scissors. When they sit across from each other playing Russian roulette.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I saw that video. That was dope.
Yeah, I like that. Shout out to Graph. I like that video a lot. Say your lines, Stuart.
Well, everybody, please hit the like and subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. Come join the family. You know what I'm saying? We got a great show for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back, you guys.
Cooking something.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop,
and not only that, if you want product placement, hit up 4400podcast.com. Go to the website, hit us up at 4400podcast@gmail.com. And come on, come join the family. We can put you, put it right here.
Yeah.
We doing stuff with the kids, with the schools.
Yeah. We got a lot of things going in motion, so please come join the family.
Yeah, I would say we give away turkeys, but it's not Thanksgiving time.
Not yet.
I never got that. If someone's homeless, right, you gonna give them a frozen turkey. What they gonna do with a frozen turkey? I'm just saying, if you ain't got a place to cook it, right, what you gonna do with a frozen turkey?
Sell it. You don't know that.
That is true.
And then you might as well just give them the money then.
You might as well just give them a cooked turkey.
Or you might as well give them a gift
like a soup
card.
kitchen. No, that's why they have soup kitchen. I think they give turkeys. I'm gonna help you. I think they give the frozen turkeys to people who are less fortunate that probably can't afford it, or us that don't want to spend the money on it.
Okay.
The soup kitchen is for people who are homeless.
All right, but I just think it'd be better if you just give them a food voucher and then they could go. You know what I'm saying?
And do what? Go buy a frozen turkey?
No, I wouldn't. Why would they buy frozen? Some people don't even eat turkey on Thanksgiving no more like that.
I do.
All
right. We're gonna switch it up now. You know what I mean? A little bit.
Talk it up.
Let's go.
On our new way of 4400 for the new year, we're gonna start this out in segments, right? I'm gonna start this out, right?
I like this.
All right. I'm gonna start out with sports, right? The first sport. I wish I had my cards. My cards feel better in my hand.
Yeah, somebody forgot the cards. We ain't gonna
you know what? That's on me though.
Mm-hmm.
That's on me.
Oh, you took responsibility?
I'm gonna take responsibility.
Okay, that's cool. We moving good in the.
Want me to tell you why I'm gonna take responsibility? I'm gonna tell the world what happened. I'm driving. I got mad time at this point, right? I call Brother Beaker, right? Right? That's they call him in church, Brother Beaker.
Brother Noomsy.
I say, Brother Beaker, you got the cards? Yeah, I got the cards. I said, oh man, because I actually was gonna do something else with them. But he goes, nah, I got them. I said, that's solid. He said, I'm on the road and I'm headed out there. I said, cool. Bang the phone. I see him in here. He started complimenting. I like your hoodie. I said, why you giving me compliments?
So that's why he was quiet. That's why he looking like.
No, I wait for a lie. No. He telling the truth. That's exactly what happened. Mm-hmm. And I said, when I gave him the compliment, I also said, you about to be mad at me because I know you called me with enough time to fix the problem, but I thought I had him in my trunk, and I didn't have him in my trunk.
No, I started listening to it. Just do it yourself. That's stupid telling me since 99, back when Juvenile and the Hot Boys was hot. He said, just do it yourself. Anywho.
Can't go wrong.
We're going to start out in our sports segment, right? Okay. Start out with sports today. The Luka trade that rocked the world right from the beginning of the year.
Yeah. I think it was, if you want to start with me or you want to...
No, you already started, brother. You know
all right,
what
you know.
Think like Stu.
Yeah, since we got one less person right now, so I think I'll take it to stop.
Well, what do you think?
But anyway.
How you go from 5 to 3 is crazy.
That is true.
It might be ours.
I guess more revenue split.
No, that you cut out.
Yeah. No, stop.
I'm leaving that in there.
Yeah, ask him the sports thing again.
The Luka trade. How do you feel about the Luka trade?
The Luka trade.
I think it was dope. I think it sent the message to the players that you stop being comfortable, getting comfortable, and thinking your place is situated. You know, I think this is something that was going to, wake up the league. And we need that. We need our star players playing. We need our star players to stop thinking that just because you're a star, you don't have to abide by the rules or you can do what you want to do. And, come in on time. You're getting paid millions of dollars. So no one wants to say, who cares or hear your excuses about you can't come in in shape, come in prepared, do the proper work for you to be able to be successful for the year because that's why they're paying you all this money.
That's very true. What you got, B?
So, LeBron James has been in the NBA, played in the NBA for 22 seasons. And it feels like he's moving into the main office from the court.
He been in there.
But that's it. That's what it feels like. You guys have been bothered by him going from place to place, not having a home. He now has a home where he gets to run things the way he sees fit. I think that's actually pretty cool. I don't know much about Luka, but I do know that LeBron is pulling some power moves. He yanked a star player from another team and made him come sit down with him. Now the question is this: does he actually need him?
Yeah, I think. Well, for me, I see. So for what you're saying, his interpretation of it is he didn't know it was happening. So
Okay.
that's what's going. That's what's going
only
on
person
around.
I believe that didn't know, that said they didn't know, was Jason Kidd.
Okay.
I saw his face at the press conference. He looked like somebody who found out after the trade.
Yeah, but that's what they say. You know what I mean? So, I guess he probably want to take that narrative of being in the front office from him, in this situation, because at the end of the day, like, how you not know that that's going to happen? You know what I mean?
Everything goes through him.
Well,
it's a shame, though.
I'm a piggyback.
It's a shame that it goes through him?
I'm gonna piggyback a little bit off of what Stu was saying. I don't know if you noticed over the past few years, the players have taken a lot of control and dictated where they're going, how they play, when they play. It seems that way. It appears that way as a fan. I mean,
if they want to get out of a contract.
I've seen guys force their way out of cities left and right.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler, James Harden at one point. It seemed like the players have been in a lot of control, which is not a bad thing.
It is.
Right? No. It's not a bad thing when there's a balance. Let me say that.
Okay.
When there's a balance. When the players have when you have people who have preferential trade, like they have no trade clause and stuff like that, that's great. I think it's been abused, though, because now we're watching over the time of the last 20 years, I want to say since, and I'm not blaming LeBron, but I'm saying since he's been in the league, there's been a lot of guys not playing back-to-backs. There's been the guys not playing because mysterious injuries. There's guys not playing because their feelings are hurt and stuff like that. I feel like this was a signal from the owners telling you, ABG, anybody could get it. Like, if you could trade Luka, who is, at this point in his career, got to be like
he
one
was
of
the franchise.
Definitely the franchise, but he's definitely like one of the top 5 players in the league right now. If you could trade him, and no shade to Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis is not one of the top 5 players you would trade Luka for. That shows you I'll give you away for a penny on a dollar.
That's crazy.
It is true. Because if you would have said, I'm trading Luka I'm trading Luka for Djokovic. If I'm trading Luka for Wemby,
trading for one of the top 5, him, or around the same level as him.
You trade Luka for Anthony Davis, and I'm only gonna say what about Anthony Davis what everybody else knows about Anthony Davis. My man is made of tissue paper, all right? Because even the first game he played, nobody touched him. He fell on the floor and now has a torn abductor or something. Nobody touched him.
But see, this is what I say. It goes back to
conditioning,
and then not only that, getting in the gym. I think players are now way more worried about skill training than they are worried about building their bodies up. And this is what you're getting. Like, it doesn't make sense for back in the day. People were playing 80 games a season.
Drinking beers and smoking cigars.
And then now all of a sudden, we got the best technology in the world, and you can't even play 25 games a season.
Sean Kemp was on coke. Jumping over people.
Come on. Not hurt you. You know, they said Dennis Rodman.
But isn't that the times? Isn't that the times?
What you mean?
The season feels like the times. Like, it is, along with everything else, our athletes.
I feel like they abused it, and now this is a pow from the owners. I feel like this is ownership. Almost, I mean, I'm sorry to compare it to this. I know a lot of people may not like this take, but I think this is a comparison to the Kaepernick thing, right? When the owners ask you to stop doing something because they feel like it's hurting whatever they're doing, then they're gonna get together and say, "Screw you," at some point, right? And they'll go, "Y'all cool with that? We about to trade this dude to wherever? All right, cool. You out."
Or they just don't pick you up.
Yeah. Like Kaepernick, right now there's no reason for him to be playing in the league now. But when he got kicked out of the league, he definitely could have made a roster all those years. And whatever the thing is, the owners got together at some point, I'm sure, and was like, long as we agree to nobody pick him up, we're fine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Nobody's gonna go down that road and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be to go out of step out of line."
Because it is like a society of people that sit together, and I'm sure that's what happens in the NBA. It's like, all right, whatever their problem is with Luka. Whatever I don't know, you hear speculation, conversations like he wasn't working out or, whatever their problem was, it was enough for them to say, we're going to show the players something. None of y'all mean nothing. None of y'all.
So how does that translate to the rest of the NBA? The rest of the league?
Shock.
It's shock, and it's to get.
Okay, it's shock, but then who's up next? You think somebody went and got in the gym early?
They did it already.
I think they made their point.
They made their point, and you see what's going on with Jimmy Butler, right? He's another perfect example. You're a star player. You don't play whole. Miami's one of those teams where they're not gonna go hard. They're gonna make enough to make the in the bracket so they can get to the playoffs, and then that's when they try to rev up, right? Or right before the playoffs come, they start revving up. That's what they do. That's what they're known for. But if you're a star player and you out here, regardless if you are hurt or mysteriously, and then you sitting here, you on TV shows, you're doing everything other than being in
podcasting.
You know what I mean? It's a bad look. And then if you got people that's old fashioned, they'll feel like, yo, if you ain't playing, you shouldn't be saying nothing.
Yeah.
That's why Pat Riley's like, yo, shut up if you ain't playing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you ain't playing, shut up. I don't want to hear what you got to say, bro. You on poker shows and doing everything other than NBA stuff.
But that's and that's funny because it's the balance of what you want from the players is to be able to get money outside of basketball, because the objective is for them to make money for their families and do stuff like that. So you want players who are the face of the league to do stuff, right? You want them to be out there, to be on other shows, to promote the league, to feel good, to make other people watch worldwide.
Yeah, they make you do it for like SeaWorld or whatever Disney thing that they got going on when it's time for them to make money. Why
but
not?
The problem is the people who sit in those front rows don't pay to go to games and you not to play. And that's always going to be a problem, because we could all sit here and talk our smack, right? But if I'm not paying for that front row next to Spike Lee, at some point Spike Lee may say, I'm not going to keep showing up to games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those season ticket holders. I'm not going to show up to games every time I turn around. You got on a new tight sweatsuit and you walking out with a handbag and a clutch purse. I'm not watching that. I mean,
that's the new league, clutch purses now.
Yeah, these guys do share shirts and stuff. You know what I mean?
That's you thought it's fashion week in the NBA.
Yeah, they got ladies' clothes on, just walking down the tunnel.
Nobody want to see that, bro. That's the problem. I think that's why.
People don't mind seeing it as long as you put your uniform afterwards.
No, but what I'm
you
saying
sitting on the sideline with that same sheer shirt.
As far as not being on the floor, you know what I mean? I think that's the problem, not being on the floor. Like, they want to come, if they're going to pay for that ticket, no one wants to, like you said, sometimes these people paying for these tickets months in advance.
For their birthday.
But
yeah.
I'm going to give a flip it to it, too. I'm going to give another flip it.
You're not going to hit? I done spent to get to the floor seat. You mean tell me he's not playing today?
And why? Because he's doing a podcast.
I'm going to tell you the flip it to it, too. The league is kind of responsible, too, for forcing out a lot of other old players like Melo, Dwight Howard, those guys like that, for forcing those guys out the league.
For these younger players.
For these younger players who are not here because they love the game. They're here because they got talent.
They got the money. They're here for the money. Yeah, that's what this really boils down to. You're here for the money. You're getting paid to sit on the bench. If I'm getting $30 million, $20 million to sit on the bench, I'll do that and I don't know how to play. Yeah. Why not? Like, to be honest with you, I don't know why Ben Simmons still in the league.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know who in their right mind.
You can't tell me that Carmelo Anthony could not have done more damage in his career going forward. But y'all had Ben Simmons for the last 3 years, and he been going through all kinds of psychological issues.
You know, he said my back.
My spinal.
My back.
Spinal.
I broke my back.
Yo, bro, the dude was an elite player in the league, bro. My man was like rookie of the year, running up and down the court. After that, my man was just mental.
It's over. And NBA is all mental. It's not even about skill. It is about skill, but it's mostly
you
mental.
can pack him up, though.
Yeah, let him go.
Yeah. But he got cut and signed. He signed with the Clippers. It's crazy.
But why? But this is what I'm saying. Like, what message are we sending?
He got to be somebody's cousin or something.
He probably do. He got,
related to Garth Brooks or somebody.
Well, he did something with somebody, he over
one of them tapes.
He probably got him on tape doing something.
Don't do that.
Don't
do
Blackmail.
Don't do that.
Light skinned male, because he light bright. All right. In entertainment news, we're gonna switch it up. I'm sure this will come out way after that, but we all just got finished watching the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Right.
Whether you watch football or not. According to the record, it was the highest watch halftime ever
of all time,
right? And but on the flip of it, I've saw two sides of it. I've seen everybody critique it and say that it wasn't that good, but at the same time, I've heard
it was amazing.
Yeah. So how do we get two separate extremes?
because it's what you really wanted to watch it for. If you're watching it for just to be up and party and dance music, and that's what you really watching it for, then that's what you was expecting. If you are a Kendrick Lamar fan and you knows every time he performs, his performance has a message in it, right? You expected that, right? And then two, at the same time, I think you got race thing too, because sometimes you got black folks up there, black power and all that. That's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. Let's be honest.
That's what Samuel Jackson said.
Yeah, it's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way.
Oh, you brought your friends with you.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? And like, not to be doing no shade, but like Drake is just feel good music, right? He could just sit there. No one has to be self-conscious. And the moment you make a person feel self-conscious, they don't like that. Mm-hmm. So you got to watch that on the screen at the biggest performance, in America, watching the NFL halftime show.
I said that he don't want to hear his name. You
know what I'm saying? And you don't want to hear his name, and then you got people of other nationalities looking at black folks running around on the screen or dancing on the screen, sending a message, and they like,
is this the revolution?
Yeah,
this is what they were talking about.
Revolution, yeah. Today might be the day. You know what I mean? He woke up.
We don't got nothing playing.
Yeah,
it's okay. You can relax. I was shocked by the mixed responses to both as well, because that man got 17 Grammys. Don't we know what those 17 Grammys come from? Like, those came from these songs. He performed these songs. I wanted to break down how many millions each record sold that he performed, but it's a ton of millions that he sold between those three. Between those, that set list, right, is millions of plays. So he's thinking, why listen to the haters who may want me to curtail this to a party anthem when I've got all the Grammys, I got the spot. It felt very selfish. Him, I know he had a scissor on there, but it felt very selfish, like it was just him moving around. I think he did a great performance, but I was surprised by the mixed reviews because he sold so much. So I don't know why everybody was mixed about it.
It's the timing. Like, see, this is the thing. When you sell certain records, I could listen to the music when I want to listen to it. I could delegate how I want to listen to my music when I want to listen to it, right? When I got to watch or show, I want to hear what I want to hear when I want to hear it, when I'm expecting to hear it at that particular time. That's what it really boiled down to. If you listen to the mixed reviews, everybody's saying his playlist, his set list. It was like, all right, but then it's like, are we elevating? But this is when it also comes down to a conversation too. Like, when we have representation, this is what I say. When we have someone up there that's promoting something of black power or acknowledgement of self, we sit here and we say, why no, we don't get that. Then when we get it, then we can sit here and say we upset about it. Because you want to hear jigga jigga music. You know what I'm saying? So you got to wake up. Like, what you want?
That's another reason why I was surprised by the mix. Because isn't it what we asked for?
Yeah. Like I said, ain't nobody, to be honest with you, I don't think nobody of our culture could have pulled that off the way he pulled it off, and sent that message the way he sent that message.
And I know you going, but beyond that, it did what it was supposed to do. The internet has been interneting about the PlayStation and the X. Like, it's just
say Drake. I heard you like I'm young. He looked right in the camera with that one. That was nasty.
He was saying subliminals. I guess you want me to play the music, but people trying to sue. Yeah. I was like, oh man.
I caught that live. That was crazy.
Yeah. I think multiple things. Right. The first thing I think is, like you said, I think it's not a fair critique only because there's two extremes. Right. It's either you love it or you hate it. I don't know how you get on both of those extremes, right? And I feel like, and I'm not saying it because I'm not a Kendrick fan. I'm not somebody who has Kendrick diehard or whatever. I don't dislike him, but I'm not like somebody who's heavy on Kendrick. But for you to say you hate it, you're just a diehard Drake fan. I got people, when the show first started, he played a song that everybody does not listen to. Like I said, remember I said to y'all before, like, he's not going to get 5 joints on the radio that can listen, but they hard songs, like the Peekaboo song, right? That Peekaboo song is hard. He started with like a song like that. The average person who's listening to hip hop is not going to go to that track, right? So he went there and he built us up. Like, I'm going to play what, like you said, the selfishness. I'm going to put on my show right now. This is my music. If you guys are not listening to track, whatever track all the way down there, it's the biggest stage. I'm playing it right now. This is hot. He gave y'all his stuff. He switched up and went, I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. I'm going to give y'all a little bit more of what y'all want because here goes SZA. And now I'm going to really give you what you want. Y'all wanted me to do this song.
Yeah, he repped
I
you
did
up.
this song. And it was theater, it was theatric, and it was great television. Because even if you thought it was boring, he looked you right in the face at some point and said, I'm going to say what I thought I wasn't going to say. And then he said, Master! And brought his man out and whatever. But on a personal level, I also thought it was, like, I think it goes back to the episode we had earlier when you said, I think you might have said it, and you said it multiple times, mentioning the fact of having representation on there. Sometimes it feels good to just watch TV and not have to, like, curb yourself to try to be in the fold.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
yo, this is our culture. Like, hip hop is our culture, and
Black History Month.
and it doesn't always look good to the average person.
He did the American flag.
Yeah, but black people.
But you got to look at it like this. Most people who play in the NFL, most people, like, the sport itself is like a black sport at this point. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying this in a racial way.
It was a Hispanic sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. The majority of the players in the league or the faces of the league are Hispanic in baseball. I never disagree with you in America.
Nobody ever disagrees.
Right. But that's the same thing. Like, I'm not saying Africa Africa doesn't have an NFL league.
But you know what I'm saying?
Right. All right.
They ain't African. They come from Cuba and Venezuela.
I'm talking about the black. I'm talking about the black players. Lamar.
Hey,
Jackson.
you guys.
Right. But what I'm saying is, it was great to see that. And I will leave with this, not to be too long-winded. Anybody who watches the Super Bowl and is offended by what they watched shouldn't probably be watching the Super Bowl. It was like true. When Janet Jackson's boob fell out, I wasn't offended. Right? If you are offended by her boob falling out on TV, you are the person that shouldn't have been watching football. Because every person who watches football, and Janet, I wanted to rewind. I'm mad that I didn't pay for the rewind thing on the TV and save it.
Oh, you had to watch it live or
no? I had rewind. I'm just saying for the people who don't have the rewind. I paid for the rewind, dog. Because I might have stepped away. I ain't want to see JT and Janet Jackson, and I heard what?
but see, even that, like, if you notice that, like, even that's placating to both sides, right? You have Justin Timberlake and you have Janet Jackson. So you're gonna like either or. And
that's why I felt so selfish.
But see that, but it again.
It wasn't
about it being selfish. It was more you just placating to the audience.
SZA's dope. She just was a small guest appearance. He nailed that.
SZA's a big deal.
No, I'm not saying
SZA have like 6 or 7 records on the radio at once.
I spoke to somebody afterwards, and he's like, "Yeah, he had SZA, and that was the only thing they remember was SZA." So I know that you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. SZA is a star.
Wake up!
What I'm saying is, she was brief in the midst of everything else. Usually people have, like, they do a song or two, or, you know, it's more collaborative, but it was just him.
But she fit the purpose of what the message he was sending.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what it was about. It was, I'm sending a message. I'm gonna bring up here. She's gonna fit the mold for what the message is, and everything else is gonna.
Not only that, she's on this label. They got a tour together.
No, but that too.
Money.
Smart.
That too, but still, she still fit the purpose of his message, though. You know, everything coincides.
SZA's a beautiful woman too. Shout out to SZA.
Yes, she is.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. All right.
SZA,
I was gonna do the social topic first, but I think I'm gonna let people wait on that one because they leave them to the end for that one. We're gonna talk about this the world topics right now. All right, I'm gonna go into this lift. This female that was I don't mess up it. Dank Demoss.
Dank Demoss. Get her name right.
Dank Demoss. So apparently there was a female who I'm summing this up, and if I'm wrong, one of you guys can stop me. But there was a female who ordered a lift. She's a huge it wasn't there. A female who ordered a lift, and when the lift got there, he said, no. You're not going to get in my ride because she was extremely big and she couldn't get in the car. And he told her, no, I'm canceling this ride. What do y'all think? Come on, nobody shaming.
Well, listen, I say this. If his car can't handle the weight, he knows what his car can handle, what he can't handle. And that's it. You can't be mad at somebody because you want to be, that size. You come on. That's the problem we live in today. Like, we never want to sit here and say, yo, come on now. You know you doing what you're doing is wrong right now.
She's a rapper, right?
Yeah.
Come on. Like that's like on my 600-pound life. Shorty, you big.
Yeah.
You big, ma.
Yeah.
You big. You 600 pounds, 500 pounds. You having a problem breathing. You can't stand up straight. Like, let's get your help together. That's what we need to be talking about.
According to the internet, she weighs 489 pounds.
That's unbelievable. Shaq don't even. He's 7 feet and he don't even weigh that much. Like, what's going on? How tall is she?
She's not 9'3". It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. That's like, come on. That's we missing the whole bigger message. The message, like, yo,
this is an opportunity for you to tell people to worry about their health, but not because you won't be able to get into your lift. That's unacceptable as a driver.
All right. So what was it? It was a Lift XL.
It does. Listen,
hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they said it. So according to whatever, I think it was a Mercedes or something like that.
It doesn't matter the car. You know why?
It costs bread.
You know why the car doesn't matter?
Is gonna be done.
You know why it doesn't matter?
Can I say something real quick before you say that?
Because you got to pick up families.
Hold on. Can I say this though? It also says, when I looked it up, I looked up how much she weighs, and the next comment after it was, how much does a loaded big rig weigh?
A loaded what?
A loaded
big rig. How much does a loaded big rig weigh? The internet is out of control. I Googled Dank Demoss, and look, so you can see, I'm not lying, y'all. Yeah. I didn't Google nothing else.
Screenshot it so we can put it in there.
Yeah, listen, I Googled her name, and then down here it says, how much does a big rig weigh?
Yo.
Wow, and I didn't do that. So,
but that's exactly why he's being sued.
All right,
and that's exactly why she's going to get paid.
Oh, you got a point, because you said that you have people in the car. So like
you have to pick up a family,
right? So if me and you get in the car,
you got to be prepared to pick up a family.
No, you know what? That's distribution of weight, though.
She's going to spread across that distribution.
No, because she's going to be on one side.
She's going to spread across that distribution.
Time out, Stu. I was laughing before this, but he bring up a valid point.
What?
If me and him get in the car, we definitely weigh more than 480 pounds. He not gonna tell us no that we not getting in the car.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something right now, right? You two different.
And we gonna take up the same amount of space.
Hold on.
No more.
Hold on. Y'all
6'5".
Y'all two different people, right? Now, again, we don't know what size of the car that she asked to get in. Right?
It don't matter the car.
If it was a compact car, right? If it was a compact lift, son said no because you're not messing up my struts.
Well, he actually said his tires were tired.
Are we gonna have a serious conversation about this?
I'm just saying.
He did though.
I'm just saying.
He said tired?
Yeah, he said his tires were tired. His tires can't take it.
See, that's what I'm saying. He probably had them low profiles.
Was it just her getting in the car?
It's irresponsible of the driver to be discriminatory on that basis.
Irresponsible of her to sit there and say, send me a truck.
I wasn't.
She should have sent for a truck.
Okay.
So a truck would have mattered?
She should have sent for a truck. If you know that you're not a small individual, right, and you're a plus size person, you should not try. You knew when you ordering that Uber or that Lyft or whatever it was, you should have got the XL, and he could have sent you a truck, and you could have got in the truck. Why would you try to get in if it was a compact car Mercedes?
Because I just ordered an Uber. He's the only one who's being a jerk. I'm only recording this one driver.
You're being a jerk because you're not taking accountability.
I'm only recording the one driver because only one driver had the bravery, if you want to put it that way, or the lack of knowledge that you about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. I was happy when they said he lost it. Not trying to be funny, because dealing with customer service, this ain't your business. I get it. It's your car. Your car got to go through all that.
Does Uber and Lyft, do they pay you, like, if she damaged your car by weight? If she did?
No, that's on you.
No, it's on you.
It's on you.
Okay.
It's on you.
No, but he brought up a valid point. If she only weighed, because I saw her and I was like, that's a huge chick. But if she is only if she was 489. If she's
500 pounds, bro.
If she's 500, me and Bika in the car is more than 500 pounds together.
But it's weight distribution.
Nah, man, you
and
listen,
y'all not get. Listen, let's be frank.
Listen, it's funny, but he's right. It's funny, but he's right.
If you order in the car,
we the only fat people are the only people that fat people and smokers, and that's why I'm comfortable with both of those jokes. Fat people and smokers are the only people that you can still make fun of, and it's okay that you guys do. I'm just not willing to make fun of her. Because her choices.
Because she's fat, Nick. That's why.
One driver, and guess what? Every car thereafter will pick her up for the rest of her life until some unfortunate ending. She will be there taking Ubers. And if anybody else, just like you said earlier, that it was like, oh, make an example of him. Make an example of the driver who thought that this was the time to tell jokes about your tires. Oh, you think this is cool?
He should have said the tires. He could have said, yo, my struts couldn't take
He could have just pulled off and not had a conversation. You sit up here, no, listen,
you can't just leave.
I want you to know. What do you mean? I've seen, I used to do security.
He probably just came from the comedy show because he's a comedian and he do lift on the part
time. And ha, you better do it full time now. So.
Did we hear from him?
No, who cares about him? He's a horrible person.
Because this, only reason I'm saying this is, and I'm always fair for everybody's thing. This is the story that she says. Do we know what happened what he's saying? Like, did she come with equipment? Did she try to pile stuff in his car? Like, come on, you and all your stuff, you and your homeboys. Was it literally just her coming over?
That's why I said, that's why if it was a Mercedes compact car, she should have had the XL and got her truck, and you should have got, and then put it in the trunk, and then you would have been able to get in the car spacefully, and then y'all could pull off and do whatever y'all need to do. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but I'm just saying.
You had a story about security.
Oh, so I was doing security, and a blind woman asked me to help her out to her Uber. When we got outside, I promise you, the guy drove off. He drove off. When he saw me and her walking outside.
Why?
Because who's going to get her to her house?
The direction. She texts you.
No, once she's there, you going to tell her where her crib is?
She got the stick. They know how to move the stick. No, they do. They
yeah, if I drop you off at a random spot that's supposed to be your block and you made it to your destination, you supposed to stick your way around?
Yes.
Or you will require some generous, reasonable help from a person.
You know what? Okay. I feel like that was
I never thought about that either.
Like that was what more wrong for him to pull off, right? Knowing that she has a disability, right? Then because you don't know if she's getting in an Uber and someone's going to pick her up, right? Because 9 times out of 10, if usually
you're going to need me at some point.
You need you, or she's going to have someone that's there waiting for her wherever her location next location is. So without him knowing that, then I could see him being that I feel like that's wrong for pulling off. But
I never thought about that.
But I'm just saying for sure.
I never thought about that with the blind people. If they take a cab, I would figure once they get out, they can measure from the curb to their house.
Nah.
Yeah, but who says that that's you may not drop her right in front of her house.
So they have to measure. Oh yeah, I don't know. They have a different set of skills. I've seen them. No, they do. Blind people do. You never see them.
You know what I did learn that day? How they use a cell phone. You ever saw how blind people use cell phones?
No.
It's basically whatever you touch, but because they're used to hearing certain things, they're able to hear it fast. They'll put the speed of something being said fast. So it'll go 653, 653, 653. It'll say it fast. So she'll be able to hear it as she's moving around. And that's how, when it gets to call Uber, she'll be able to finger it until...
I've seen them in train stations before, and I'm afraid, first of all,
to see how they got
there. The whole
there?
thing seems like a disaster. No, because you walking down in the train station, how do you measure you coming down the stairs? How do you measure you walking on the platform? How far the platform is from the...
That's why they have the ridges too on the platform for them and for regular people too, so to let you know.
That's right? For the newcomers, the masters be knowing they be coming with the joint. Pop, pop, pop. They stand right there by the joint.
And they never bump into nothing.
Never bump into nothing, nobody. They like...
Since we still on the same page, I always wondered, you ever notice, or you wouldn't notice anymore, but I'm just saying, I remember when we used to take the train, I used to wonder, now how does a blind person know that this Braille is here?
That's what I'm saying.
Like you wrote,
you know what?
It's not at the bottom of every step.
It's not.
It's at a random pole that this is Utica Avenue.
Yeah, and it's a thing.
I just go.
It's a thing.
How did the blind person know?
That's why I said they got a special set of skills, bro.
I think too. I've never been to a deaf school or anything or blind school for them, but I think they teaches them how to navigate around. Yeah. So they'll give them cues for them to.
I think I know people have said when you lose one thing, your other stuff becomes like heightened. Elite. Cause they be elite, bro. They be walking down the street sometimes. You're like people who've been blind for a while, like you could tell. I'm not even.
Yo, listen. Yeah. I brought this up to say he had the option of just driving away and not explaining himself. He could have just drove away and not explained himself.
You don't pay attention. The next time you out and you see a blind person, like an older blind person, Bro, they navigate.
No,
stuff, for real, they navigate really well. I'm being dead.
Yeah,
ask anybody out there, people who are blind and that don't require like assistance, like people holding them and stuff like that. People who are like of mid age that whatever, they be whipping, bro. Like on Fifth Avenue, walking down the street.
Barely.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say something. Can't ever say nothing serious to you guys. All right, last topic of the day. It's a nice social topic. All right. This topic is opinion based, right? I'm not getting either one of y'all in trouble, so I'm asking this. I've done a little survey for people. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give my survey answers, but the question of the day is: are you cool with your mate having a sponsor?
Nah, not me.
And what I mean by that is for people who say, well, what do you mean by that? There's people who date, right? Who date people who, you know, these girls sometimes have sugar daddies or guys have sugar.
The bread.
You know what? I take that back. If it depends on the level that we are in, if we dealing with each other. If I'm just,
your partner though.
Your partner now.
If
I'm just messing with you.
The partner is the word I use. So, but I'm saying if you're dealing with, are you cool with dealing with somebody who has a sponsor, somebody who pays their car note, does whatever or whatever the case is? Do it.
I'm just saying. And again, it depends on what level we in. If we in the messing around stage, you do what you need to do to get by.
No, we talking about, let's make it extreme. Let's make it.
Why you always want to make it extreme? Why we can't keep it lighthearted?
Because it don't matter if you don't care.
We gotta get a big X come over the screen. Extreme for 400. Go ahead.
If you're only going to see her at the checkout counter for whatever reason, then who cares what she actually does? We talking about somebody that you care about being like, oh, you never asked me for
Let's make it
anything.
simple so it's not too convoluted. You're dealing with the person, but you're not in a committed relationship. And when I say committed, it's not the sense where, like you guys are in the early stages of dating, and she's like, "Listen, I'm talking to you, but there's somebody who paid my phone bill, who pays my rent. I'm giving you a heads up. He paid my car note. But then he gets my hair done. I can hit him up. He could get my car note.
And if you know that, then you're not gonna really want to stay around for that. So then you be out.
Oh, so you wouldn't stay around for that?
No, I'm not saying. So most people probably wouldn't want to stay around for that because
we asking you though.
You asking me?
Put yourself.
We asking you though.
Experts do.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
We asking
experts do.
You though.
I'll just. It depends on where I was in my lifetime. Now, like I said, now I wouldn't really want to be bothered with that. If you got that, then if the relationship goes any further, things that you're gonna have to do. And if that's not something that you're gonna be willing to do, then you probably be like, nah, I don't want to deal with it, or I'd rather just stay where we at and then go ahead and do what you need to do. That's up to, and like I said, it's all up to you. Like,
what about you, B?
Yeah, what difference does it make to me? It doesn't make no difference to me, and I'm talking about even with full-fledged caring involved. It doesn't matter to me because your job gave you your money.
She roll over from the bed. I need to get my hair done. Let me text John.
Point is, your job gave you the money,
bro. Your job gave you the money, but then you know what comes when that money coming.
Okay, listen. So put a guy in that position. Listen. I told you I'm okay with a person using their body however they choose to use their body. That's not my business. How you use your body is how you use your body.
He said, "You want that rib pay?" He gonna tell you like, "Yo, listen, love."
Listen, love.
Hey, yo, listen, love.
I say so. When I'm done,
but go do what you gotta do.
When I'm done. Don't rush me. You know what I mean?
But live your life, man. Go live your life, and don't let me get in the way of somebody about to drop off some bread to you.
Listen,
somebody about to take you where? I said you could go. I know we want to keep it like finances, like somebody just like whenever I need something, I just know to ask him. I would never ask you because I just know to ask him.
Listen, man,
okay.
I had somebody really close to me say this, right? Because I asked them this question, right? And their response is, it depends on where you at in a relationship. So I said, well, okay. I said, okay, right? I'm eating my food. I said, okay. Well, what are you referring to? So she goes, yeah, because if we're dating and we're talking and that conversation is not had about what the expectations are, then you can't worry about all the other stuff that goes on. I said, see, now that's dangerous though, right?
Transparency.
Right? Because at what point if me and you are talking, at what point do we establish that you got somebody else who's paying your rent and whatever? Because if me and you get serious, then I got to take over those things, right? Because you're going to still require those, right? And if not, then if I can't afford that, then now you still gonna be facilitating this situation with this guy. And like Stu said, then you have to be comfortable with, are you comfortable with what she's paying for this
service?
The service. So that's the tangle web we weave.
Manage your rates.
Then I asked my other friend. She states, I'm not even comfortable with being in the club and somebody else buying my girl a drink.
Yep.
Or my guy a drink, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, how comfortable are you with that? If you're in the club with your shorty and somebody else buys her a drink, how comfortable are you with that?
Not comfortable.
Not?
Nah, I'm not comfortable at all. Because if I'm with her, then that means like they trying to like little boy me.
Oh,
like,
no, yeah.
No, not. Okay, so let's say I gotta be clear.
Yeah.
If not you send the drink over here at the table. At that point, I'm gonna get up and smack your face.
Yeah, like
right. That's a duel at that point. I'm gonna pull a glove out of my pocket and smack your face.
You just look across the room, grab the drink, and drink it yourself. All in one shot.
You can't do that.
And you do that. No, you can take a sip of it and then pour it out. More alcohol. No. In this example,
tell them thank you. I said thank you.
It's an example. We go out on a couple's date or whatever the case is. We're there with our ladies, and our ladies are over there, and they go to we go somewhere, and they go over to the bar to get a drink, and the guys next to them at the bar don't see us and go, "Hey, buy you a drink."
But then that's up to your lady to sit there and say no, thank you. So if she accept the drink,
you expect her to no thank you?
Yeah.
You expect your girl no thank you?
Yeah, I expect if look, when I'm not around, who knows if you have an attractive female, a woman or whatever, when I'm not around.
That's why I get all unattractive women. No, I'm just
what goes on. We already know. I've been outside. I know what it's like. But if we here together, again, this is why relationships sometimes don't work, because there's no respect, because you're thinking about yourself or you're thinking about the moment. So with that being said, if a guy come up to you, your lady, and we out together and my back is turned, the fact that you would even accept a drink from another man knowing that I'm here makes me look at you weird.
Wow. How about you?
I don't care. Listen,
you don't care about nothing.
No, what I'm saying is, you go use your body. If you go over there and if you got it in your mind that you're gonna go out here and get some money attached to using your body, then go do that too. So that's the extreme of it. Now you talking about somebody just for feet pics, for old panties. I'll buy you 2 new ones for every one you send me. Do it.
So to the drink conversation. If we out and unbeknownst to me, they're at the bar. Like, this is a reality. She says, "Let me get a Johnny Walker and whatever," right? And then the guy goes,
"I got it."
And no, he doesn't say "I got it." He's standing behind her. He pays the bartender, and then when she goes to go pay her, the gentleman right there took care of it, because that's how it happens in real life, right? Right? And she goes, "Oh, thank you," right? And she walks away. I'm fine with that, right? I don't expect her to put the drink back on the table and say, "No, I'm not taking that drink." Now I expect her to come back over there to me, no more drinks. Like, that's it. The night is clipped. The gesture happened because nobody knew. It was ambiguous. It happened. Somebody paid for your drink. No big deal, right? No harm, no foul. Going forward, the rest of the night, that's not a thing.
But so then this is another situation and scenario, right? That could possibly happen. Right, he buys her the drink, right? And we know 9 times out of 10, if you buy a drink, you want her attention, you want some time to communicate. That's your opening statement, right, for you. And then she walks off, and he like, "Yo, what's up? Like, I bought you a drink. I'm trying to holler at you. I'm trying to talk to you." Now the conversation happens now, right? And then the verbal conversation like, "Well, listen, I didn't ask you to buy me a drink. My man's is over here. I just came over to come get a drink." And then he says something crazy. So this is why you try to avoid or eliminate those situations from even happening from the beginning. So even if he did buy the drink, you could be like, "You know what? Thanks for the offer. I'm giving back the drink," because you don't know his intentions.
I know his intentions.
We all do. We all know his intentions, but you don't know how
town.
You don't know how he's going to respond to
I'm not trying to get you to go to AA.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? To walk off on that time. You don't know if he was already drunk, and he'd be like, "Yo, let me go talk to Shorty," and then now it's a conversation between you and him.
I got you. No. So be very clear.
Okay,
outside,
cool.
you know me outside.
All right, but what I'm saying is,
no conversate.
If to avoid all of that, that's why you just don't accept it.
Death before dishonor.
But you said it's clipped for the night. When you said it's clipped for the night, he better not send nothing else over here.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No. He cannot send any. Don't send any. Now you being to send anything over there is crazy.
That's right. Yeah, that's what they.
Yeah, you send something over here. I'm gonna send something back to you.
he really trying to little boy you right now.
I'm gonna have to go to your section. Get up over here. Go talk to this man. What's up, young man? Let me come sit down in your section because you clearly want to buy me a drink. Go get a bottle. Go get a bottle. Let's talk. No tough guy stuff. But again, if it's no disrespect because it happened, again, if somebody tried to holler at your girl or holler at your wife and they didn't know no better, it's fine for me. Mm-hmm. It's once you acknowledge that it happened, like, dang, she would do. Let me let that be. I got. Because I remember when we was younger, we went out one time.
Everybody take it that way. That's what I'm trying to say. That's in the ideal in the ideal world. Now everybody take it that way. Some dudes they come out their mouth and they say something disrespectful.
Right.
Now your woman is in a position of, damn, I could just took the drink and walk off. Now it's a conversation that she and he is having, and now you coming or me coming or whoever it is coming in to intervene in that. That's why you just don't take it.
So we all cool with our girls' bills getting paid elsewhere, right?
No.
She got to struggle if you ain't got it?
Well, first of all, who's saying struggle? First of all, let me tell you something right
now. First of all,
first of all, there's a difference between a person struggling, right, and a person who could do it and manage on her own. Now, if you just taking his money just to be taking his money, that's fine. But
no, I just always, all my life, I call him. All my life, before I met you, like if I ever need anything, I just don't think to call you because I know where I can always get a couple $100.
If you always got to ask for a couple $100, maybe I shouldn't be dating you because you always need something, right? Because you ain't financially stable. That's why you always need a couple $100. If you had your money right, you wouldn't have to keep calling him for a couple $100.
I'm gonna ask all.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna ask all the people out there in 400 land: are you comfortable with your dating partner? Because I can't say spouse, because people say if you're with somebody you're dating, somebody man, are you comfortable with them having a sugar daddy, sugar mama, or a spouse? And the second question is: are you comfortable in the club with your person that you're with in the club receiving a drink from someone else, not standing next to you? I'm not trying to little boy you like Stu would say. If the person's at the bar, are you okay with them accepting a drink for somebody else? You let us know. It's right there in the comments. Just right to the bottom.
Let us know.
Yeah. Anybody ever bought you a drink in the club?
Yeah, Shorty bought me a drink before.
Everybody send it over there to you?
Nah, she just came over when she bought it. She sat right next to me and bought me a drink.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. How about you? Anybody ever bought you a drink? Like, not somebody you came with. Like, you ever been?
Yeah, I'll be watching Coats when I go out with y'all. So I'll be watching Coats, and they like, send one over there to the guy who's watching Coats.
He must be thirsty.
Holding all of those coats and make him, you know what I mean?
You know what's funny? One day when I was in Canada, one time I was in Canada and we had bottle service. It was somebody's birthday in the booth next to us, so we had bottle service. So we gave them a shot, and then they wound up buying a bottle. So we just wound up with like tons of bottles at this point that we didn't wind up paying for, but all because we said happy birthday and gave that person a shot. Yeah. So sometimes good gestures go a long way. But again, like in a club, I don't think we wasn't. Up there we wasn't thinking like that. Like
let her live.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you is always that. Everybody live for you. Like anything that would take any responsibility off of you, you happy with it.
It's not that. That's not it.
Listen, if she need her hair done, her rent paid, her feet, all his nails done, and she can't do it herself, then that's a problem for you. That's a bigger problem. To be honest.
So it belongs. It's supposed to fall on me.
I'm not saying it's supposed to. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. We all adults, right? And then being an adult, you're supposed to be able to take care of your own personal maintenance, right? That's a fact. So the fact that you sit here and you telling me that you need a man to sit here and take care of your maintenance
this month, it was Christmas just passed.
Evidently, she's calling him for everything. You're saying that she called
whenever
him.
I feel like it. I need it.
Well, I need a lot of things too.
400. Let us know in the comments. Are you paying Stu's rent?
Yeah, pay my rent. Pay my car note. Pay something.